Hey guys, it's been a little while since we've done a Create This Book 2 episode, and I really apologize for that, but we should get straight on into this one because the next one after this will be the finale episode. I cannot believe we're almost done, so let's get right into the 4 pages for today. Create a list of favorites. Choose any category, places, movies, foods, etc. Make a list of all of your favorites. So as we get this far along into the book, for each page we wonder, why did it take me so long to finally decide to do this page? When did I start this thing? Oh, it has been over 2 years. So what took me this long? And the answer for this one is I simply could not think of a stinking idea. The only thing I could think of is the exact same thing that Mariah Elizabeth did, which is favorite scents, and so I didn't want to do that. But then, suddenly the most weird and random idea popped into my head. Dum Dum flavors. Yes, I'm talking about those little lollipop sucker things that you can buy in packs of like 3,000. For some reason at one point I felt compelled to go to Walmart and buy a humongous bag of those things. I ate those a lot, and so I had pretty strong opinions on my favorites, and so I decided it'd be fun to document them in this page. So now that I'm done with the background, let me actually explain what I'm doing on this page. So I basically drew all the little dum-dums around the page, and then I drew one large dum-dum on the left side for the queen of all the flavors, the best one, cotton candy. Now before you attack me, let me go on a long and unnecessary rant about cotton candy and cotton candy flavored things. Did I put a cotton candy maker on my Christmas list? Maybe. Did I expect to get it? No, I did not. I thought that people would think it was dumb. I kind of put it on there as a joke item, but lo and behold, I unwrapped it under the Christmas tree, and it was astonishing. Now, this cotton candy maker has truly given me new inspiration, new light with cotton candy, but that is not the point. The point is, I have always enjoyed cotton candy flavored things, and I have also always enjoyed the flavor of cotton candy, but just simply haven't been able to enjoy it as much as I have recently. This also really has nothing to do with it, because this page was made before I even opened my cotton candy maker. What I'm trying to say is, I really like most cotton candy things. The only exception is cotton candy flavored ice cream. That's gross. Too sugary. Dairy and cotton candy just doesn't mix. But the cotton candy flavored Dum Dum? Oh, it's good. And it is, dare I say, the best Dum Dum flavor. Okay, I'm done now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you at least take that as an explanation for why it got the #1 spot. But the other ones that are featured on the list include blue raspberry, lemon lime, butterscotch, and this random one called cream soda, which for some reason is really good. I don't exactly know what's in it, but I know that I really like it, so I kind of just drew some things that were on the wrapper. I'm doing this all with color pencil without doing an outline because I really just wanted it to pop off the page without a hard outline and be able to just be bright and colorful. I especially didn't want things like the cotton candy to look too sharp. Oh, hello to my cat. But as I was finishing up the coloring, I did want to use it for one thing. I wanted to write the words on the page in this so that you could see it bold and clear, and filling in the part at the top was very fun. I decided to film it up close. But after a nice clear coat of Mod Podge, this page was completely finished. I love the way this page turned out. I actually think it's super cute and it really gives off a nice colorful and flavorful vibe, which is what I was going for. I'm glad I finally completed this prompt and I'm happy about how it turned out. So you may notice I'm in the car. So for this page, create a translation, write one word in different languages. I decided I wanted to get the sketching process done in the car on the way to see some grandparents in Kentucky. I know you might be distracted by my phone slowly sliding off my pencil case and my brother playing some very intense mobile games. Basically what I'm sketching here is a big rainbow with a bunch of little rainbows with various words that say, you guessed it, rainbow all around in different languages. So now that we're here back in my normal setup, I can color in this sketch that I did in the car. You can see the design a little bit better now. It's a big wavy rainbow in the middle with a bunch of other little rainbows going across. I did use Google Translate for these other languages, so we know how good Google Translate is. Don't expect the best here. Basically, none of these are really verified, and I don't speak any of these languages, so they may or may not be correct, and if you know they're not correct, let me know in the comments what the word actually is, because I am curious. Unlike some of the other pages in this episode, I've actually been waiting to do this one because I was just simply so excited for it. I was really looking forward to doing all the different languages and coming up with a word to base the page off of, and I think I really did this page justice. What I had in my head was to do like the word creativity or something, and then to just like make the letters really big, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different and not just do big block letters and actually draw it out. And I do honestly like this idea a lot more. Now I decided I wanted to add a few more rainbows, so here's me adding a few more rainbows to the background. Voila. Okay. Anyways, the next step was adding the letters on to the rainbows, and I decided to do that using this white Jelly Roll pen. This took a while because this pen isn't the best and the ink comes out quite slowly and you have to really go over it to get it to show up boldly, but I do really like this pen and so that's why I used it, and it did end up showing up after I went over it a few times. So the final step is to add a coat of matte Mod Podge over the top with a nice little foam brush. Not only is this to protect the page and help the colored pencil to not rub off, but I feel like it adds a nice finishing look to it and makes me feel like I've officially completed the page. And here's the final thing. I love this one. Look how cute it is. The colors are so bright. The languages are so fun and they add something extra to this page. This one's really special and I'm really glad that I did this one. I love it. Create whatever. Use this page to create anything you want. I think it's pretty easy to tell why this one took me so long to do, and that's because it's so general. You can literally do anything, no guidance. That was very tough for me. I'm actually lucky though, because I've been looking for an opportunity to do a portrait drawing in this book after I did one recently in my art class that I really, really love. This is the one that I did in my art class, and I'm kind of doing one similar to that in honor of it, kind of. I'm not going to spend nearly as much time on this page as I did for that drawing in art class. Don't expect it to be as good, but I did want to give it a shot again. I'm using a grid on both the picture and on my drawing to make it easier for me to get the original lining down, and then I'm just going in with shading with pencil. I also don't have the fancy supplies that we had in my art class, so we're making do. For some reason, I always really struggle with the nose. Like, why can I never get it to look right? No matter how many times I redrew the nose, it still looked bad. And I'm not even totally happy with the final product. I still think the final product is terrible, frankly. On the bright side, at this stage, I was pretty happy with how everything else looked. The hair, the lips, the eyes, the eyebrows, it was all coming together, and so I went in for the shading with my pencil. Now that I think about it, I really should have broken out my actual drawing pencils instead of using this one crappy pencil that I used, but oh well, low budget art, it's fine. But shading the hair is my favorite part because I feel like it's what makes the drawing all come together. But as I was finishing up this drawing and the shading, and I was pretty satisfied with the result, we have to address the elephant in the room, or the elephant on the page. This huge empty space on the left, I have to do something about that. I can't just leave it blank. But since this page does say create whatever, I have full creative control. So I added what I felt this drawing needed, which is a bunch of cute little flower doodles in pencil. I don't know why, I just felt like this drawing called for it. I felt like it matched the vibe. I feel like it matched the character that I had drawn. And I just really like the way it looks. I think it's really cute and fun. It was also really fun to do. I love doing little doodles like this because it's like no pressure. If they look bad, it's okay, it's a doodle. The last thing I decided to do was add a little bit more definition to the flowers by shading them in. I felt like it matched the other side better if it had more shading to it and it wasn't just plain pencil drawings. So after touching up on a couple of highlights on the lips and on the eyes, this page was done. But in a shocking turn of events, I am bringing out the packing tape and not the Mod Podge. Now, I was a little bit nervous about using Mod Podge on this page because I didn't want to like smudge around the pencil when I was putting it on. So that would be a safer idea just to put tape right on top of it, and I feel like it would give it a nice clean look, so here is me doing that. This was quite nerve-wracking. I was afraid I was going to mess something up or I was going to wrinkle it, and there's really no going back once you set that tape down, but everything ended up going okay, and I got a nice clean look on my page. And here's the final thing, all completed. I am really proud of this page. I love the way it turned out. I love the black and white look of the pencil. It was just really fun to do, and the tape even gives it a nice shiny finishing effect, so I just really like this page, and I'm proud of it. No, not this page. Oh gosh, I hate this page so much. Okay, so create string decor. Decorate this page using pieces of string, thread, or yarn. This is already on the back of a page that did a lot of bleeding damage, which is not a great start. However, we can cover that up. So I'm just covering this up with a piece of paper. I've been waiting to do this one for a long time because the string would create bulk in the book. I didn't want to like bulk up the book before it was almost finished. I don't know. I also did not really have an idea for it, but I was like, oh, it's Christmas, let's do presents and then put ribbons on the presents. That was my idea. You'll see how that turned out, but at least you understand what I'm thinking here. So obviously it is not Christmas time anymore as I'm posting this. However, when I was filming this, it was quite a little bit before Christmas, so I guess I just had Christmas on the brain. I thought this would be a good idea, but I forgot a few important details, like number 1, I suck at drawing Christmas trees. Number 2, I suck at drawing presents. And number 3, I suck at drawing rooms. That combination just didn't work. But I guess I felt okay with that terrible sketch because here I am going in with the outlining, making it permanent. And I remember thinking at this point, yeah, this drawing isn't very good, but I know that the coloring in the ribbon is going to fix it. It's going to make it better. But, spoiler alert, it didn't make it better. Here's when I made the terrible decision to put yellow chalk pastel in the background. Luckily, I think my camera agreed with me because it decided not to record it. But yeah, you might be thinking, Katie, if you hate this page this much, why are you still showing it? Why did you not redo it? And the answer is because that is too much work. And also, I didn't hate it enough to redo it. I just hated it enough to bash on it in the entire video. Also, I have been lying to you guys a little teeny bit because I did this page actually first before all the other pages, but I thought it was so bad that I didn't want to put it at the beginning and then you guys be so stunned and astonished by how bad it was that you just didn't watch the rest. So I'm putting it at the end here so you don't feel too bad about how bad it is. Anyways, it's time to bring the string in. This is just a bunch of string that I found from various places in my closet/house. Oh yeah, that's when I remembered I should probably Mod Podge before I put the string on, so me doing that. Anywho, I add more and more and more pieces of ribbon, and every time I add something, it just doesn't make it better. And so I'm just gonna speed past this process for you guys because no one wants to watch this. I finish up with that. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. As you can see, it's not good, and that's all I have to say about it. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, I don't like this page, and that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. Gosh. I love you guys so much, especially those of you guys who stick to the end. I'll see you guys next time around for the finale episode of my Create This Book 2 series. Or maybe a couple of vlogs before that. But I'll see you guys next time, and Happy New Year to you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!